Eminem, The Kids. This song replaced Kim on the clean version of Marshall Mathers LP. It also appears on the deluxe version of the album and the UK Australian version. Smart move to take a song about murder off the clean version to replace it with a song all about not doing drugs. That's what this is about. Mr. Shady gives the students at South Park Elementary a lecture about drugs, and he does it with spot-on Mr. Mackey Cartman and Wendy Testerberger impersonations.
Those are people from South Park?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So he just pretended he was on South Park. That's crazy. Okay. Don't expect too much of it? All right. Let's go.
And everyone should get along. Okay, children, quiet down, quiet down.
Thank you.
Children, I'd like to introduce our new substitute teacher for the day. His name is Mr. Shady. Children, quiet down, please. Brian, don't throw that.
Shut up.
Mr. Shady will be your new substitute while Mr. Kniff is out with pneumonia.
He's got AIDS.
Good luck, Mr. Shady. Hi there, little boys and girls.
Fuck you.
Today we're gonna learn how to poison squirrels. But first, I'd like you to meet my friend Bob. Say hi, Bob. Hi, Bob. Bob's 30 and still lives with his mom. He don't got a job, cause Bob sits at home and smokes pot. But his 12-year-old brother looks up to him an awful lot. And Bob likes to hang out at the local waffle spot and wait in the parking lot for waitresses off the clock. When it's late and the lot gets dark and fake like he walks his dog. Drag him in the woods and go straight to the chopping block.
Fuck.
And even if they escaped and they got the cops, the ladies would all be so afraid they would drop the charge. Till one night, Mrs. Stacy went off the job. She felt someone grab her whole face and said not to talk. But Stacy knew it was Bob and said knock it off. But Bob wouldn't knock it off cause he's crazy and off his rocker. Crazy good as Slim Shady is off the blocker. You couldn't even take him to Dre's to give Bob a doctor. He grabbed Stace by the leg as he chopped it off her and dropped her off in the lake for the cops to find her. But ever since the day Stacy went off to wander, they never found her, and Bob still hangs at the Waffle Diner. And that's the story of Bob and his marijuana and what it might do to you. So see if the squirrels wanted this pass. See children drugs are bad.
What?
And if you don't believe me, ask your dad. And if you don't believe him, ask your mom. She'll tell you how she does them all the time. So kids say no to drugs, so you don't act like everyone else does. And there's really nothing else to say. Drugs are just bad and good.
Bro. That's how he says don't do drugs? That's not what I was expecting. So this dude smokes weed and became a fucking serial killer. Or he just became a killer. He's a weirdo. He became a killer, killed a waitress.
Yep. And that's
from drugs.
Story.
And he still hangs out at that same diner. What the fuck, bro? But he was rhyming, bro. He was piecing them rhymes together, bro. He really was. Poison squirrels, boys and girls. But first, I'd like to meet my friend Bob. Say hi, Bob. Bob's 30 and still lives with his mom. And he don't got a job because Bob sits at home and smokes pot. But his 12-year-old brother looks up to him an awful lot. Bob likes to hang out at the local waffle spot and wait in the parking lot for waitresses to get off the clock. When it's late and the lot gets dark, and fake like he walks his dog.
Those both rhyme?
Yes.
Late and lot gets dark? That's
wait in the
crazy.
parking lot also rhymes too. Waitresses off the clock. He made all that rhyme. And hang out at the, if you put hang, you know, you can kind of move it, but yeah. He drags him in the woods and goes straight to the chopping block. And even if they escaped and they got the cops, the ladies would be so afraid. They would be so afraid they would drop the charge. This nigga's he's too creative. Mm-hmm. He's too creative. Farkas Bob does rhyme.
The rhymes are crazy in this.
That's stupid that rhymes, huh?
Yeah, it does. I said the rhymes are crazy in this.
I hate that I'm Farkas Bob. That rhymes. All right. Hold on here.
Till one night, right?
Till one night, Miss Stacy went off the job when it felt like when she felt someone grab her whole face and said not to talk. Like, how can he... Bro, I wouldn't even think of anything like this. But Stacy knew it was Bob and said knock it off. But Bob wouldn't knock it off because he's crazy and he's off his rocker. Crazier than Slim Shady is off the vodka.
Dope rhyme.
He added a syllable and then kept rhyming. Slim Shady is off his rocker. I mean, off the vodka. You can't even take him to Dre's to get Bob a doctor. He grabbed Stace by the leg and as he chopped it off her. and dropped her off in a lake for the cops to find her. And dropped her off in the lake for the cops to find her. Still rhyming
And he's
up.
still rhyming the parking lot, too. Dropped
Yep.
her off, parking
Yep.
lot part, right?
Yep. This is all the same rhyme. Yep. Cops to find. It all rhymes if you like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you say it the right way. They never found her, and Bob still hangs at the Waffle Diner. And that's the story of Bob and his marijuana. That's crazy. And what it might do to you, so see if the squirrels want it, is bad for you.
So that's how you poison the squirrels.
Bob's just a silly goose. Bro.
That was fire.
He rhymes too well. How can you just go through it and he rhyme the whole shit? After poison squirrels. Oh, no. After, yeah, so smoke spot, so off a lot. After that, he just started going. Come on, bro.
Really nothing else to say. Drugs are just bad and good. My penis is the size of a peanut. Have you seen it? Fuck no, you ain't seen it. It's the size of a peanut. Speaking of peanuts, you know what else is bad for squirrels? Ecstasy is the worst drug in the world. If someone ever offers it to you, don't do it. Kids, 2 hits will probably drain all your spinal fluid.
Wow.
Your spinal fluid is final. You won't get it back. So don't get attached. It'll attack every bone in your back. Meet Zach, 21 years old. After hanging out with some friends at a frat party, he gets bold and decides to try 5 when he's bribed by 5 guys. And peer pressure will win every time you try to fight it. Suddenly, he starts to convulse, and his pulse goes in a hyperdrive, and his eyes roll back in his skull. His back starts to look like the McDonald's arches. He's on Donald's carpet, laying horizontal barfing, and everyone in the apartment starts laughing at him. Hey, Adam, Zach is a jackass, look at him. They took it too, so they think it's funny. So they're laughing at basically nothing except maybe wasting their money. Meanwhile, Zach's in a coma. The action is over, and his back and his shoulders hunched up like he's practicing yoga. And that's the story of Zach, the ecstasy maniac. So don't even feed that the squirrels class. It's bad for you.
This nigga's he's too creative.
And if you don't believe him, ask your mom. She'll tell you how she does them all the time. So kids say no to drugs, so you don't act like everyone
Smoke
else
crack
does.
in the background. Smoke crack.
Drugs are just bad and good.
Bro, this song is amazing.
Yeah, it is.
This song is amazing. Like just as a song completely. Like the idea of it is kind of like it's off, right? Mm-hmm. That's why it's so creative, because it's like he could just say don't do drugs, but instead he approaches it from like a funny situation, but he's like it's not even about the drugs, it's about the storytelling.
Yeah, like it's like trying to scare you also too. Like this is the fucked up shit that'll happen. Okay, don't do it. Bye.
And then the beat is crazy. The beat goes from being so happy to just like all of a sudden like you could feel the uncomfortableness. Like it's like the mood of the beat literally goes from fun to horror.
Yeah, when he starts to convulse, it goes
when
like
the story
pianoed
gets real.
up. Yeah.
And he followed
Hyperdrive.
that.
Yeah.
And that's why he's such a good writer. He can go with a little talk regular, and then as soon as that hits, now it's like danger.
Yep.
This is where the
It
bad
helps
shit
him
comes in.
Write the story. That's fire.
That's what I'm saying. Like as a song, it's just such a creative song. And then and Boys and Girls just happens to rhyme with Poison Squirrels. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
So then he keeps bringing back that squirrel shit because it's like I could have just said nothing.
Yep.
But I'm gonna make it a part of it now.
Yep. Back
Now,
to the
don't give that to
squirrels.
squirrels, or just see if the squirrels want it. Like, now he just keeps going back to that same rhyme that could have been a nonsense rhyme.
And he's like, weed, okay, give that to the squirrels. Ecstasy,
ecstasy,
don't.
don't even
so
give
it's
that to
like
squirrels.
worse, not as bad. I mean, not as bad, worse. Yeah.
Bro, this nigga is nasty, bro. He's nasty. Oh, my goodness, man. Like, I'm like blown away by this song.
Yeah, this
I'm not
is
even gonna
fire.
lie. My penis is the size of a peanut. Don't clip that. My penis is the size of a peanut. Have you seen it? Fuck no, you ain't seen it. It's the size of a peanut. That's crazy.
For real, like, why does that make sense?
It's crazy. Speaking of peanuts, you know what else is bad for squirrels? Ecstasy. Like what, bro? That has nothing to do with peanuts.
Legit.
You know what else is bad for squirrels? Ecstasy. It's the worst drug in the world. Is the worst drug in the world. If someone ever offers it to you, don't do it. Kids, 2 hits will probably drain all your spinal fluid. And spinal fluid is final. You won't get it back. Clever.
Crazy.
So don't get attached or it'll attack every bone in your back. You rhyme back and back. I didn't even notice until
Me
just
either.
right now.
Me either.
Meet Zach, 21 years old. After hanging with some friends at a frat party, he gets bold. And he decides to try 5 when he's bribed by 5 guys, and peer pressure will win every time if you try to fight it. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. Suddenly, he starts to convulse, and his pulse goes into hyperdrive, and his eyes roll back into his skull. Like, this dude doesn't take anything serious. Like, how you talk about a seizure and doesn't even worry about it. Doesn't even worry about the karma that comes with just making that a funny joke, bro. His back starts to look like the McDonald's arches. He's on Donald's carpet, laying horizontal, barfing. Like, come on, bro.
Fire.
And starts to rhymes with arches, if you say it right.
Yeah.
Everyone in the apartment, also rhymes with it, starts laughing at him. Hey, Adam Zach is a jackass. Like, laughing at him. Adam, Zach.
Yeah,
like,
jackass,
bro,
look at him.
Look at him. Like, this nigga is, bro, he's doing too much. Because they took it too. So they think it's funny. And they're laughing at, basically nothing. Think it's funny. Basically nothing. Like, he can make things rhyme with extra syllables, and I don't even notice.
Until
when I
he
do it,
does
it's like,
it.
it just feels so awkward.
It's crazy.
But when he does it, it's like, this nigga's a monster, bro.
Crazy.
I think it's because he's going, like, because it's really about how you present these things. That's what I realized. You could write an amazing verse, but if you don't present it right, it doesn't feel like an amazing verse.
Yeah.
But if you are in the zone, you can kind of give yourself more leeway because you know how it just feels good to you, so it sounds good when it's said.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, I have a few verses like that. Hold on here. So laughing at basically nothing except maybe wasting their money. Meanwhile, Zach's in a coma. The action is over, and his back and his shoulders hunch back like he's practicing yoga. Like, stop it. Stop it, bro. Stop it, bro. Zach's in a coma. Action is over. Back and his shoulders hunched up like he's practicing yoga. And that's the story of Zach, the ecstasy maniac.
And he ends them so abruptly, like, just like,
and that's the story.
That's it. Yeah.
This dude's still at the diner. And that's the story about Bob. And that's the story of Zach, the ecstasy maniac. So don't even feed that to squirrels class, because it's bad for you. Damn, bro. Damn, bro. This nigga's wilding.
Facts.
And last but not least, one of the most humongous problems among young people today
Mushrooms.
is fungus. It grows from cow manure. They pick it out, wipe it off, bag it up, and you put it right in your mouth and chew it. Yum, yum. Then you start to see some dumb stuff, and everything slows down when you eat some more bum. And sometimes you see things that aren't there, like fat women in G-strings with orange hair. Mr. Shady, what's a G-string? It's yarn, Claire. Women stick them up their behinds, go out and wear them. And if you swallow too much of the magic mushrooms, whoops, did I say magic mushrooms? I meant fungus. Your tongue gets all swole up like a cow's tongue. How come? Cause it comes from a cow's dump. See, drugs are bad, it's a common fact. But your mom and dad know that's all that I'm good at. But don't be me, cause if you grow up and you go in OD, they're gonna come for me. And I'ma have to grow a goatee and get a disguise and hide, cause it'll be my fault. So don't do drugs and do exactly as I don't, cause I'm bad for you.
Cause he does.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
And if you don't believe him, ask your mom. She'll tell you how she does them all the time. So kids, say no to drugs, so you don't act like everyone else does. And there's really nothing else to say. Drugs are just bad and good. Come on, children, clap along. Sing along, children. Come on, clap along.
Wow.
Drugs are just bad. So don't do drugs, so there'll be more for me.
Mushrooms kill cutting. The fart button's on. Like,
Wow.
What is this nigga's problem, bro? Oops. Bro, this nigga said the fart button is on. And then made a fart
And then
sound.
with his mouth.
Like, why, bro? How you think that? Oops, the fart button's on. I'm gonna start saying that. I'm gonna start saying that. That's like it's a dad joke. Oh, someone pressed the fart button. And then you really fart.
Stupid.
Okay. And last but not least, one of the most humongous problems among young people today is fungus. Among young, humongous, like this nigga, bro. It grows from cow's manure. They pick it out, wipe it off, and bag it up, and you put it right in your mouth and chew it. I never heard it explained like that. That's nasty.
You didn't know that?
I did know that, but I didn't, like, just hearing that is wild.
Never done them.
Me either. My cousins have.
Never done ecstasy
Snitching. I'm
either.
snitching. Get him. Go get him.
Never done ecstasy either.
Go lock him up. Me either. Yum, yum. Then you start to see some dumb stuff. And everything slows down when you eat some of them.
Yeah, it slowed you down.
like, this nigga's wild, bro.
So dope.
Oh, man. And the thing is, he's not taking it too serious. So, like, again, when I was saying, when you're in the zone, you can write things and it will sound fine.
Yeah.
It will sound good if
Yeah.
you feel good about it. But he, like, has so much confidence in his ability.
He knows it'll sound.
Yeah. Even shit that, like, if anyone else said it, they'd be like, nope. And he says it, it just hits because he has so much confidence
Facts.
in it. And sometimes, and then also the topic of the song carries as well. And sometimes you see, like, it's a perfect combination. I can't even get through it. I just keep thinking about how good this song is.
Yeah.
And sometimes you see things that aren't there, like fat women in G-strings with orange hair. What's a G-string? It's yarn, Claire. Women take them up their behinds and go out and wear them. Like, he can just do whatever he wants, bro. He can just do whatever he wants.
It's yarn, Claire.
Basically. And if you swallow too much of these magic mushrooms, whoops. Did I say magic mushrooms? I meant fungus.
Like what?
Your tongue gets all swole up like a cow's tongue. How come? That's because it comes from a cow's dump. It says dung, but he said dump.
He did.
Yeah.
But dung would have.
Dung would have rhymed better.
Rhymed
It
with
would have.
tongue.
It would have. Cow dung. It would have, but he said dump.
Yeah.
But he should have said dung.
Yeah.
But he can do whatever he wants.
Facts.
See, drugs are bad. It's a common fact. But your mom and dad know that's all that I'm good at. But don't blame me because if you grow up and you go OD, they're gonna come for me, and I'm gonna have to grow a goatee and get a disguise and hide because it'll be my fault, which is the name of the song about mushrooms.
Yep.
My fault. Because
Yep.
it'll be my fault. So don't do drugs and do exactly as I don't. And that did he say? Role model basically is what he said. Do exactly what I do. That's what he said in the beginning of it.
But then said don't do.
Yeah,
as I
initially
don't.
said don't, but in the beginning of role model.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He said I'm gonna do a tent to drown myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Try this at home.
Yep.
I'm bad for you, bro. Bro. This is a bag. This is a bag. This song is crazy.
Yeah, this was a good song.
This song is crazy, bro. This song is crazy.
Somebody said it wasn't worth the reaction. I'm
Yeah,
like,
every time someone says that, it's just
yeah.
not true, bro.
Yeah.
Every time someone says that, it's just not true,
Yeah.
bro. That was a body, bro.
Facts.
That was an amazing song. Amazing concept. Amazing execution of an amazing concept. Like, that was a great song. He should have put it on the normal album. They said he took off Kim and only put it on the Australian and UK album.
Why?
I mean, and it was censored.
Probably because he couldn't put. Okay.
Well, he put it on the album, but it was censored
Okay.
in America.
Okay.
Like,
so
why?
Australia and UK didn't have Kim.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they did. We just didn't have Kim in the censored version, so he took it out the censored version because Kim is actually fucking crazy.
Yeah.
In reality, anyway, yeah, good song, bro.